Okay, Kim Willis here again, and I've got another in the series on cult building. 21 ways to build a cult following for your business or project. That's it. It's a great topic. It seems a little bit weird. That's the feedback I've been getting, but I kind of like it. It's got some. It's a little bit controversial, has some resonance, and makes people curious to find out what it's all about. Okay, now look, some of the best movements, the best people-oriented businesses are very good at building a tribe or a cult of rabid followers. That's what you want. That's what you want. And I've covered a lot of topics up till now, and one of them was about deception. Okay, and I can't remember what number of video it was, but the topic was deception, and that cults invariably use deception as part of their recruitment program. And when I say recruitment, I don't necessarily mean like an Amway or something like that, or a church. Just customer acquisition program, let's call it that. But in essence, you're recruiting people to your cause. If you think the way I do, okay? You're enrolling them in your vision for your product, your business, or whatever. So, on that previous lesson, I spoke about deception. And if you haven't watched it already, you should do that. And this one is a little bit like a continuation. It's called lack of specifics. This is where you withhold information according to the person's need to know. All right? It's not directly deceptive. You're just metering out information as and when people require it. And most businesses do that. They're not going to dump all of the technical aspects about their product, something like that, in front of the prospective customer right now, are they? They're probably going to sell the sizzle first, aren't they? That's how it works. They're going to sell the sizzle first. And then as people get used to the idea of the product, the business, the opportunity, whatever it is that's in front of them, then you or your minions can offer more information as they need it. Okay. So, as I mentioned on the previous video on deception, you've got to be in control of the information flow. You have to be in control, and either your prospective member is in control of the flow, or you are. How do they have control? Well, they can have control by simply asking you for information and you giving it to them without any resistance. They may not be ready for that information. And, there's a right and a wrong way to answer them, but if somebody asks for all this detailed information, if I judge that it's too early in the sales cycle or in the sales process, I'm probably not going to give it to them. But I'm going to do it in such a way that they won't, in most instances, be offended. They won't think that I'm trying to be sneaky or trying to manipulate them or anything like that. I might say something like that. I'll say, look, we'll get to that soon, but there are some core issues that we need to handle first, because if I just dump a bunch of detail on you right now and you don't have a clear understanding of these core issues, the strategy that underpins our product or whatever it happens to be, it's going to be for naught, because it'll fall on deaf ears. So what I need to do is I need to bring you up to a certain level of understanding, and then I can give you more specifics as you require it. Bottom line is, you don't know what you don't know. And I know what you don't know. And I don't want you to think that I'm being arrogant or patronizing or anything like that. I'm just saying that I've been down this pathway ahead of you many, many times before. And what I've found is that if I overload you with too much information, it's going to confuse the living daylights out of you, and you'll become paralyzed. You won't be able to move either which way, either forwards or backwards. So let's cover these core issues first, and then you can get as much information as you want. Something like that. That's basically how I would handle it. maybe not quite as convoluted as that, maybe a bit shorter than that, but that's more or less how I would do it. So I would educate them on the process, and then they don't get offended. They don't think that I'm, you know, being sneaky or anything like that. They think, oh, that's fair enough. Makes sense to me. So you always put it in the interest of the prospect. You always put it in their interest. And when it's in their interest, they'll usually come along on the ride with you. And then not only that, you are showing leadership. You are demonstrating leadership, and they respect that. I can tell you something, people respect leadership. They do, big time. They respect leadership. And they disrespect lack of leadership. So as I've said many times before in these mini lessons, someone is going to be the leader. Is it going to be you, or is it going to be someone else? I hope it's going to be you. I hope it is going to be you. And if you can handle this lack of specifics concept and give people information on a need-to-know basis, in an orderly way, you're going to do pretty well. You're going to do pretty well, all other things being equal. So that's another one. That's another one in the series, the Cult Builder series. And what you should do now, if you haven't already join my Tribe Builder group, Tribe Builder community. It's a Facebook group. It's free to join, and you can meet some other like-minded people in there. Make a request, and if we approve you, you'll be able to get in there, have some fun, learn some stuff, and you know, get to know some other people. All right, this is Kim Willis. Bye for now.